Hi, and welcome to Virtual Luxury Expo. We're here with Dave Herbert of Great Safaris. And Dave, you've been a veteran provider of safaris and travel to Africa for how many years now?
Well, I count up over 4 decades, so I think that's a long time. I've been in the luxury safari business in Africa and now here for over 3 decades. And Great Safaris is a luxury tour operator. It's rather unique. It's also a land operator in Africa as well, and we really focus on the luxury end of the market. And for travel counselors now, this is a great opportunity to introduce your clients to Africa. It's a destination that's certainly in vogue. It's a destination we're seeing celebrations, anniversaries, families, and it's a great repeat destination as well.
Yeah, well, I know it's great for multi-gen groups, and it's sort of on everybody's bucket list is that safari. But what makes a great safari experience?
Well, that is a great question, because there is a difference between just taking a trip and getting an experience. And our business is all about providing unique experiences. Africa has a great backdrop of the culture, the history, wildlife, of course, but if you can provide those extra unexpected experiences and extra services, clients really appreciate that, and they will thank and really appreciate their travel professional who put them there as well. We've been entrusted with handling actually thousands of passengers over the years. We really rely on repeat clientele and referrals, and when a client takes an African trip, their expectations may not be that high. They think they're going to a third world country. Not all the services will be there, but they are. They have magnificent lodges and hotels. They are world class, really. The difference is today you can operate wonderful experiences and still, to be game viewing, for instance, you can be out during the day, you can get hot, you can get dusty, but when you get back and experiencing unbelievable wonder, but when you get back to your lodge in the evening, there is ice water, chilled wine, cold beers, hot showers, bathtubs, the super luxury. And there's no longer chefs in the game lodges now, or just ordinary cooks. There's wonderful chefs and great gourmet meals. In fact, some of the leading travel magazines have ranked some of the lodges in Africa as the greatest in the world, the best.
Yeah, well, they are luxury environments now, and so you do an incredible experience, wildlife viewing during the day, and then you have all the comforts of luxury in the evening, right?
Right. The difference with our business at Great Safaris is that we are on the ground in 5 countries, 7 offices, a great team of Great Safari staff, transportation guides, and we control the product throughout. And that's the big differential with Great Safaris, having our own people on the ground to meet our clients or meet your clients from the point of arrival, guide them through their formalities, get them into our vehicles. Now, for instance, a transfer is just not a transfer for us. It's an opportunity to provide a great first impression. You never get a second chance at a first impression. Clients arrive after a long trip. They're met by our uniformed staff. They're escorted to their vehicle. The air conditioning is already running. There's ice water in a chest there. They drive them into their first point of the hotel for overnight, give them a little commentary. And then when they get to the hotel, it's not a case of dropping them off at a hotel. The guide will check them in, ensure that their room is satisfactory, and not leave the hotel until they've just given a call up to their rooms to make sure everything is fine. And that's the difference. One reads an itinerary and it says you'll be met and transferred, but there's a lot more to those type of services, and that's what we do, not just with transfers but throughout the entire itinerary.
And then also the guides that you have for them during the wildlife viewing, right?
Absolutely. Those guides are professional. They are the experience. They provide. They don't overload travelers with knowledge immediately. They teach them about the wildlife, the ecology, some history, and people will get an understanding. And that's why we always recommend, when on safari, spend at least 3 nights at a lodge in a game reserve. In East Africa, Southern Africa, there are some of the finest wildlife areas. And the big question that travel counselors always pose, particularly we're encouraging them to ask their clients about Africa, because it's on many, many clients' minds. It's up to the travel professional to motivate them to go, but they will turn around and often ask, when is the best time to go?
Right.
And that is a question with many answers. If you look at the size of the African continent, where you can fit the United States in over three and a half times, you have an amazing range of climates. So we have charts which we can guide agents throughout, but the best question to ask is, when can your client go to Africa?
Right.
When are they available? Because they have commitments. Very few can just say any time.
Well, sure, in multi-gens, most of the time it's probably this summer or a school vacation, right?
To fit in there as well. And then when we know when they're able to travel, the clients to travel, how many are in the party, how much time they have, and their style of travel, then we can prepare a recommendation of the best places to be at that particular time. Whether it's going to be in Southern Africa, East Africa, we try to avoid the rainy seasons, of course, but it is really important to find out when clients can travel, and also their budget as well, what style of travel they like to have as well. And then we'll prepare a personalized itinerary. We're primarily an FIT operator. The demand for FITs is great. They cost the same as our schedule published to us, so there's no premium for them. And the other aspect, we do provide 4 categories of accommodation. It's all luxury, but from classic, premier, luxe, and platinum. Different levels of accommodation. The platinum and the premier brands levels are mainly the major brands, but everything is on a luxury basis.
Yeah, so no, and you obviously with your background know the best lodges and some of the ins and outs of where to go, right?
Exactly, and being there, and I spent a great part of my year in Africa, and we have our staff there. We keep up to date. We know who the managements are of the various lodges and hotels, how we can obtain those little extras, welcome gifts. It's important that when a client arrives, not only after they've been transferred, but their first point of arrival in a hotel, they will receive a welcome basket, a gift basket of some local fruits, some ingredients. If they like wine, we'll include a local bottle of wine or some fruit juices and such, with the travel counselor's business card in that basket.
That's a great amenity and a great understanding about what travel agents need to get repeat business too, because if you've had a great experience with you, it's a great way to go. Maybe they want to go back.
Right. And we also, along their route, wherever it may be, our officers are in contact with the guests, are in contact with our guides, and we get a little feedback from how the client's experience is going, how their trip is going. And our local offices, whether it's in Nairobi, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Windhoek, they will send a little one-liner email back to the travel agent, just saying, your clients, Dr. and Mrs. Jones, are having a wonderful time. They they saw a leopard sighting last night, and they're really excited. And you put that in your file, and when those clients return, when you give them a welcome back call yourself, and make mention of that point, those little information feeds, the clients really appreciate that you've taken the time to find out about their trip.
Well, Dave, it's been great talking to you about great safaris, and I already want to go. It's one of those bucket list things that I've wanted to do, and again, it's getting the time and figuring it out. Is there anything else you want to tell our travel agent attendees to Virtual Luxury Expo?
I just want to add, we've now published our 2015 African brochure. It's available, it's online, it can be downloaded, it can be requested online. It's all our new tours and exceptional value trips as well. And it's available for 2015. So please get your clients thinking about Africa, ask them about Africa. Thank you.
www.greatsafaris.com, right?
Correct.
Fantastic. Well, great. Dave, always great to see you, and get out there, book Dave's product. It's a wonderful product, and he has incredible experience with safaris in Africa, and I think you'll find that it is truly a luxury travel experience that bars none. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Thanks, James. Have a great day.
I'm James Schillinglaw for Virtual Luxury Expo.